Hello guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to talk to you about braces and all that. The last time I spoke to you I think I had my removable braces out and I didn't have them because they weren't working. So they didn't work. I had them for about 12 weeks because there was like 6 weeks like to see how it goes, and then like once the 6 week hits it's like an appointment, and then 6 weeks again, like every 6 weeks going back. But I only went back twice when I had them because they didn't work, and they were to correct an overbite, but it just wasn't working. And mainly I think my orthodontist knew that it wasn't going to work. He wanted to try it out, but the reason why he wanted to try it just to see if it works, but the reason why it didn't work out is because I'm at an age where like I kind of like stop growing, and I think it's mainly because like I don't have any baby teeth left, or mainly because like I don't understand, like you've stopped growing yet. I think it's like with the whole teeth situation, you're at an age where you kind of stop growing. When I did get the braces I was 15, but obviously when I got them out, when I got rid of them I was 16, so obviously they just didn't work. And what he did was he put like this measuring thing to see if the teeth like jaw had moved. It didn't work, so obviously the whole point is that they didn't work. And so he asked, he gave me a letter, he gave my mum basically a letter for me to take to not the orthodontist, to my dentist that I go to every 6 months, giving them a letter and saying that I need extractions. And extractions, if you don't know what they are basically pulling your teeth out. And I had to get 4 teeth taken out in order for this to work. Now my mum had the exact same problem. To be honest, I feel like I'm going through exactly the same thing that my mum went through when she was younger, but not like the same age as me, but she's had the same situation. And so I went to get them done, and you can't really tell that I have any extractions, like I've had any teeth out. You can only really notice when I open my mouth a bit more than usual. So you can see here on this side that I have teeth out. So this side that I have my teeth out. So there's teeth missing on that side, and then the same again on this side in exactly the same place. Here and here. So you can see that the teeth are missing. It doesn't look gruesome, it doesn't look horrible anymore because, you know, the gums have healed and all that sort of stuff. So to tell you what it's like, it's not bad, because once they numb the area you're fine. You can't feel a thing. And my dentist actually put music on, so when I was nervous I tried to focus to the music while she was doing it, because I knew that if I listened to the music she probably could have just, you know, she probably pulled a tooth out, and I was like, oh, is that out? So I had this side taken out the first week, and I had to go back a week later for that side out. She did say, do you want them all at once? But then I just thought, no, probably not, because I kind of want to have a side to eat on and to let that heal and come back later and I'll have the other side that's healed just while I'm waiting for that one to heal, if you get the point. And honestly, it's not bad. They do give you, like, they do put an injection in, but the injection isn't all to worry about. So if any point your dentist, or you ever go to the orthodontist and your orthodontist wants a tooth out and all that, or your dentist wants to get a tooth out because you know there's something wrong with it, do not be scared to get the tooth out, because it's not the end of the world. And it does hurt, but it doesn't hurt massively. And don't worry about it. And if you feel like you are going to be nervous, you're just, you know, not sure about it, do take something to hold on to if you're really that scared. But honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. So that was what happened. So teeth are out and I'm speaking normally, and you know, it's been quite a few weeks since. It's like kind of nearly 2 months since it happened, and it's not that bad now. I mean, all that I'm waiting for is to go back to the orthodontist next week on Wednesday, so a week tomorrow. I don't know when this will go up, so it might be afterwards or it might be before I go. But when I actually had to call a few weeks before I was going on holiday, call the orthodontist to tell them that I was ready, because I got a letter sent which basically said you need to come back, or else if you don't, you know, we'll assume that you don't want. I was like, oh god, this is, you know, so I had to put an appointment in. So I put the appointment in, and when I do that, obviously I put it in for a time, and then my mum rang back later on, so she rang up and organised it for a better time. So for now, I go next week, obviously, as I said, and I had to sort that out. So I was a bit annoyed that I had to wait longer, but now that it's next week, I know that things will be alright. And I think the reason why I was a bit annoyed how long I'd have to wait is because I've waited so long for this to happen. But the main point is that I'm going next week and that'll be sorted. So what my orthodontist is kind of planning to do is having braces on the top of my top teeth first, and then a few weeks later having them on the bottom, so making it easier for me to get used to. Now, there are so many things that I've started thinking about since knowing that I will probably be getting braces soon. One is like, one is that I am like unsure about if I really want them, because you know, some people can get excited, but then I'm like, you know, do I really just want them for the fun of it? I don't really think so, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, well, you know, it's not what I used to, you know, when there was like a girl in my primary school who got them, and everyone was like, oh my god, and I think that's kind of where it started really. It was like, oh, I want them now. But I did need them, like, at the time in 2012, obviously, there was a few baby teeth, and if those baby teeth had gone now, like earlier, I probably wouldn't be in this situation right now, but you know, it can't be helped. So yeah, and I feel like it's better now, because if I was younger and I had to get two taken out then, I would be scared. So I think it's better now than it would have been then. But yeah, so obviously next week, top first and then bottom. I don't know exactly what is going to happen. My idea, what I think will happen, is that I will go in and he'll check and he'll see, and then he'll probably do moulds again, because obviously teeth isn't, you know, I do have moulds from the last time, but those moulds have like the teeth that I don't have anymore. So I think he'll probably want to do a mould again, and like photographs again, which I'm hoping it's not the same assistant he had last time, because I don't really like her. But no names. And there was one assistant that I liked. Anyway, so I think that's what's gonna happen, and then afterwards he's gonna put the braces in. But my mum said to me that if it's the full set, if you get all the brackets on all the teeth, that's gonna take an hour. If not, it'll take half an hour. And I'm like, oh, like, thank you. I mean, an hour's not bad, I don't think so. But I mean, it does. If it's gonna take an hour to do, I understand, because I've watched videos of people getting braces and I've seen how it works, and I know what's gonna happen. And there's like things like you put the thing that holds your teeth, like holds your mouth out so that they can get in and do the work. And then they've got like this thing. I don't know if they have it in America. Like they put this saliva thing but in the back of your teeth, and that basically sucks up the saliva. So I'm like, how am I gonna sit in a chair for a whole hour if it's all of them? If not, half an hour's fine. Regardless, whatever he wants to do, it's up to him, because he is the one responsible for getting my teeth right in the end. I'm also responsible because, and I wanted to kind of tell you, I want to tell you this because it might help. And what I'm saying is that when I get them on, I know I'll have to take even more care of my teeth than I am now. I look after my teeth, I brush them in the right places, I even brush in the gums, because in the past my dentist said that you, like, you know, here is where, I just don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's like where dirt kind of gets there and stuff, and it can like come away, but like if it stays there for a long time it can like make your gums inflamed and stuff. So I have to brush like here, like the line of the teeth and the gums, so I have to kind of brush as properly as I can. And also I've got there's a fly, I mean fly. And also every other day I use a floss harp, which is what you do to like clean in between your teeth. So I'm doing that, but I think once it gets closer I'm probably going to be doing it more than usual to be on the safe side. But I want to make sure that my teeth are good for when I do get them, so that the dentist doesn't like, not the dentist, but you know what I mean, doesn't like kind of put it off until I brush my teeth properly, because I kind of just want to get it done. And I think, to be honest, when I go next week it will be the case of it happening. My man can't come with us, so I have to do that, but in the end, you know, it's also like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to, you know, how am I going to be careful? I know some of my friends who have had braces, so I can ask them about it, which is good. And I do know a friend who has them as well. Currently, I think she still has them, because I don't like talk to her. She doesn't like have she has a phone, but like I just don't have a number or anything. So obviously I have to just wait and see. But obviously I can talk to my friend who I've got her number, and I can talk to her about it and ask her what it's like, and ask her what do you do when you have this problem and stuff, because even though she doesn't have them anymore, then, you know, she still knows some things. But I'm not really that bothered. Like I'm thinking, well, if everyone else is being able to eat, then sure I can. But yeah, so yeah, that's the update. So basically, just now I'm waiting for getting braces. I might do a video next week if I do have them. I'll tell you what it feels like, because obviously I don't know what it feels like when I have them on, because I don't know yet. But obviously it might just be the top. But yeah, I'll just have to wait and see. If you've got any questions on how I feel about it, which I can't really explain in this video because I could be rambling on for ages, then do put some comments in the section below. I have had a problem where I've seen comment on one of my videos and they've just disappeared. Like I go on, I use Studio, like this Studio app that I can look on the comments, and for some reason the comment just disappears and it's weird. But still put your comments below and I'll see if I can read them and check them. If you don't know my Twitter, you can ask questions on Twitter, and maybe we could do a braces Q&A. Maybe not questions about what it feels like to get braces, but you know, loads of questions about it, and I'll try and answer a few, because I really do want to do that for you guys. And I know that these videos that I've put up have got quite a few views, so that must mean everybody who might be getting them is looking for videos like this. So thank you for watching, and I hope it's helped you other than just me, because we're all in the same boat if you're going through the same thing as me, or if it's something similar. Now I've got to stop rambling, but I'll see you again next time with another video. Bye!